Hello everyone! Welcome back to the stream! And welcome back to some more Fallout 3. Evil Troy, Stress Test, and Eno, thank you all so much for tuning in on this wonderful, beautiful, glorious Friday. I sincerely hope that you're off work, school, whatever, and you're just ready to just kick back and relax. How is everyone? Evil Troy, I am great myself. I hope that you are as well. You know, I sincerely look forward to actually relaxing this weekend, because I get the feeling that well, I haven't been able to relax during the previous weekend, so I would be very much excited to just take a little chill time for me. But we are currently in playing a new DLC. Oh, we are also in combat, it seems. I'm semi-tired. Also, I started playing Fallout 3 again. Oh, great, Evil Troy, that's awesome. Are you streaming it, or are you just playing it offline? And I have to ask, is this playthrough like influencing your choice in your next game, Evil Troy? You know, for my own, I don't know, hubris or whatever, I would hope so. Yo, Selacuri, thank you so much for tuning in. Daily reminder, violin is never the answer, it's the solution. Truer words have never been spoken, Selacuri, and we are about to, you know, use it in a very practical situation very soon. Point lookout, yes, we are indeed doing point lookout. We have just started this DLC, okay? So we don't really know much. We know that we need to find a character called Nidea, because she's a daughter of a concerned mother that, you know, just asked us for our help. But now that we arrived to this new place, I assume it's called Point Lookout, we have just immediately get thrown into like some sort of combat situation. We haven't really gotten anything explained. This is basically all we know, and we are mid-combat, which is why I have paused the game. I almost thought I would miss the stream because I was crying in the shower. Has something happened, Sadacuti, today that made you cry? Or is just life just being life, I guess? But you know, if there's somewhere to cry, I guess it's, you know, in the rain or in the shower, because then no one can see you cry. I'm currently doing a challenge run. I'm never using Redaway. I only get to the doctor if I have 950 rads. I see. So I guess the challenge is all about avoiding rads as much as you possibly can, like throughout the playthrough. I don't even know what happens if you have enough rads, actually. I know that, you know, there are different thresholds, like every 200 rads you get, like something happens. Like you get a debuff, but I don't actually know what the debuffs actually do. Oh, I'm feeling better than what I did during last stream. Oh, that's great to hear, Stress Test. That's awesome. Has something happened to just bring up your spirits, Stress Test, or is it just, I don't know, maybe Friday spirits? Life is your shit, I am shit, and single. Yes. Well, I can say yes to some of those things. Life is shit, yeah, it is. I am shit, I disagree, and single. Well, we know that you recently became single, so I guess that is something that you'll have to get used to. 1000 equals death. Okay, so that is the ultimate, I don't know what to say, like penalty, debuff. 800 is a massive debuff. Do you know what the debuffs actually is? Because I'm kind of curious. And with that being said, let's actually apply violence as a solution to our problem. So all we know now is that guy right there, the ghoul with the shotgun, he's being attacked by tribals. What are tribals? I don't know. I genuinely have no idea. But these are the enemies we're fighting. And Super Weekend Sir Walkalot, hello to you both. Thank you so much for tuning in. How are you guys? Another bad thing happens in 2 weeks. Okay, what's happening, Cutie? Life isn't how hard you can get, but how many times you can get hit. Yes, and get back up, right? The quote from Rocky, right? Is that where you got it from, Sir Walkalot? Oh crap! I fell through the ceiling and I got the level up. Was that supposed to happen? I have no idea, but now we're here. We're putting everything into medicine because we are chugging stim packs like crazy. But so Walkabout, I completely agree with you though. Well, okay, I agree with the fact that facing adversity, that is, you know, that is the point in your life where you actually like grow as a person and you improve yourself, and you know, can actually try to apply, I don't know, your values, your logic, your approach, your goals in lives, and actually like test it out in a practical example. I think -3 strength, agility, and minus 2%. Okay, so basically minus to basically every important stat I see. Yes, from Rocky. Okay, at least I got that reference. That level up, yes. I don't know what to get though. Let's just have a little look around. I'm not gonna be in sunlight that often, I don't think. VATS is actually a real... Like, I use VATS quite a bit. I could use TAG to actually get some more medicine. That's not too bad. Let's have a little look, though. Maybe the sniper perk is the way to go. Or maybe fast metabolism. Yeah, I think this might be it. Because I really am like wasting stim packs. Yeah, I definitely think fast metabolism is the way to go. And Absolute Radiance, hello and welcome. How are you in your divine realm? The thing that happens in 2 weeks is when people celebrate that I unfortunately survived another year. And I assume you're not celebrating with them, hence the poor framing or unfortunate framing. I assume that means that it's your birthday. Well, if you don't mind, I'm gonna be happy that you're still around at the very least. Essentially, everyone has shit going on. Oh yes, it's about how you react to it. Oh yes, I completely agree with you on this point. Everyone has shit going on in their lives, to various degrees. It's just a matter of how you actually like approach the situation. And that is not to say that everyone... Oh, something or someone is trying to get in. Not everyone is dealing with the same thing. Like, some people are dealing with worse shit than others, absolutely. Oh, someone has had a drinking spree here, it seems. Huge wine collection. Is anyone here, like, Oh, here we go. A wine drinker, I was about to say, but before I got rudely interrupted by the tribals. Ooh, I might die here. Okay, the reason why I focus on using VATS and focusing on a single person is because if I kill one person using VATS, every single action point that I used will be returned to me. And I tend to crit quite a bit when I'm playing. I do have like the max crit build going on. So, you know, this is quite a decent approach to the game, I feel like. There we go. I'm the shiniest of the stars. Hi all. Hello to your radiance. I like the fact that you're putting some variety into your intros as well. Of course, the theme is the same every single time. I can't change the quality to 160p anymore, so we'll see how this goes. Do you set this quality so low, stress test, just to not have lags, maybe? Or maybe it's just my stream being like super bad for whatever reason, I'm not sure. I should have used explosives during that encounter, because I'm running somewhat low on ammo on my plasma gun, but we're good for now. Either that or I should use a more like ammo efficient weapon like the gas rifle. Oh, here we go again. Shuya, do we live there? Wait. Shuya, what is Shuya? Most people complain about getting older. My response is, what is the alternative? Dying. I mean, that is, you know... I feel like, though, you only really start to complain about getting older when you reach, like, I don't know... your late 20s, maybe your 30s. Because at that point, there are very few, if any, benefits of actually growing up. but maybe that's just me. But like, you definitely like come to a point where you do need to accept the fact that you are indeed not growing younger. That is true. And that, you know, dealing with that realization is kind of important. I feel like when you're young, as in like a kid, teenager, or you're in your young 20s, you're still like reaching like certain thresholds, certain like milestones where you actually unlock some benefits in growing up. Be it, I don't know, being able to drive, being able to drink, like actually like, you know, finishing school, etc, etc. But after a while, all of your perks, all of your level ups will eventually reach a point where you're actually not really gaining anything. Oh crap. As you're going older. And that's, I think it's like generally... Oh, I fell down again, damn it. That's generally the point where you might start to worry about, you know, growing old. She is an anime character who likes to drink wine. I probably should watch more anime, because there are so many like characters and references that I just don't get. And there are even, you know, some of the like more popular ones that everyone seems to like be it, you know, anime enjoyers or not anime enjoyers that I haven't watched. For instance, like One Punch Man. Like, you don't really have to be an anime enjoyer, I would say, to enjoy that anime, right? It's just universally beloved, but still, I haven't seen that one. There is a little red dot right next to me. I'm trying to like figure out where to actually go to reach it. I guess we'll just have to explore a little bit. I put it that low so I can watch /hero stream, but tomorrow I'm moving, so I should be back to the good internet next week. Oh, that seems nice. And how are you feeling about moving? I know, like, depending on your like disposition to life, I suppose, you can have a different experience or opinion. Like, some people are very excited about the new change, right? You know, new place, new home. The prospects are plentiful. World has everything planned out for you. I don't know. Oh, that was a decent hit. But on the end of the spectrum, you have people like maybe like me that's like, oh, dude, now things are gonna change. I had my comfortable life, but now I need to get used to like another way, and another home, another place. I don't know. Maybe it's a difference between a pessimist and an optimist. That said, men age like wine, but women age like milk. I'm not sure if that is true, so walk a lot. But I actually have heard that before. I'm not sure if it's just a coping mechanism or if it's just a joke. I'm not sure. But I have heard that some people say that the men are like they blossom late in life, whereas women do that early. I'm pretty sure that's just cope, to be perfectly honest. But I don't know. I could be wrong. I accept that I might be wrong in this. Most of my intros are actually references to some lines from games and movies. What, really? And I guess that's gone over my head every single time then, Radiant. Maybe we're not playing the same games or watching the same movies, I'm not sure. I'm obsessed with Bongo Stray Dogs. I'm pretty sure you mentioned that anime before. At least the name rings a bell. Is it the same anime where you really fancied a dude that was a terrorist in the show? That had the same name as, like, I'm not sure if it was like a Russian philosopher or something like that.
That's one less way for them to get in. If you have any minds, now's the time to use.
Oh, I have plenty.
They could come in through any of the boarded up doors at any second.
Okay, any of the boarded up doors, yes. By the way, we still don't really know why we're helping this guy. We basically have no idea why we're doing any of these things. because we're still super early in the DLC. But I do enjoy, I guess, a very, I don't know, fast-paced intro. So that it doesn't really take long before we get to the action. Oh, they're coming from the upstairs as well. I don't really wanna hit the dogs. Switch. It has evolutionary roots, but of course deeply politically problematic. Men gain resources and women lose fertility. Oh, well, okay, yeah, sure. If I understood correctly, men are essentially like fertile, like forever, right? Except that you will get physically weak after a while. It's a lot of sad stuff with the move, but it will be easier with the economy. I hate changes, but I'm kind of used to moving in a way, so it's fine. All right. At least you have like a semi-positive outlook on it, which I think is healthy. Okay, they are really clumping up there, so they are about to get introduced to frag grenades. Everyone in the show has gotten the names from famous person. My favorite character is Edgar Allan Poe. I see. The only thing I know about Edgar Allan Poe is like a joke. I think it was from South Park, where Edgar Allan Poe was like the first emo kid or whatever, which I thought was really funny. I don't actually know what he's famous for, but I'll assume based on the joke that he has like written, I don't know, maybe like sad poetry or something like that.
There you are.
Very nice. For some reason my Wi-Fi crashed so badly, but it still works. Have you paid your internet bill? Cause I had like a very annoying Wi-Fi issue when I moved to my apartment. Like all of a sudden my Wi-Fi just stopped working. But then I realized it was literally that. Like I was basically using Wi-Fi on the previous tenant's like contract or whatever. But when that contract ran out, I lost internet and I didn't realize that. So I just had to like renew the contract, but it was in my name instead of the previous tenant. I love that guy in the show. He's an American terrorist in the show. What is the show like generally about? Like, do you just follow a bunch of bad guys doing bad stuff, or?
They're at the front door. Get ready.
Front door. Let's get ready. Yeah. I sincerely hope you get the opportunity to get more ammo in this place for the plasma gun. I feel like this is my most useful weapon, but I'm really low on ammo at this point. All right, finally we're gonna get some context. Like, why are we here? Well, I guess we know why we're here, but why? Who is Desmond, and who are these tribals? Why are they fighting? Now we're finally gonna get some knowledge into what's going on at the release. Oh, I hope so. There's a lot of new weapons here, I've noticed, but none of them seem to be like that strong. It's just like a bunch of like sawed-off shotguns and lever action rifles. Doesn't seem like anything similar to like a ghost rifle. Every time you answer me, it lags. So if I'm answering weirder than normal, that's why. I see.
Not hardly. Had it all well in hand, and I didn't even need to use the failsafe. But that would have done a real number on some of the paintings, so just as well you were here. Anyway, name's Desmond.
Question. Do you think the voice actor is hurting his voice doing this voice, or is this how he just normally sounds? I get the feeling that this would be kind of straining on the voice, but what do I know? It's about people with special abilities, and the main character is wanted for having this one ability, and there are detectives who solve ability-related crimes. I don't really know how to explain it, because I haven't watched a lot of it. Okay. just based on the description, it reminds me of like, I guess like a bit of Tokyo Ghoul, because then you have, you know, the ghouls that have, you know, their ghoul powers, I suppose, and then you have the detective who have their own powers. But maybe that like combined with, I don't know, X-Men or something, or like some sort of like superhero show. What kind of failsafe are you talking about?
The type that kills everyone outside of
Alright,
my
so yeah,
safe room
so basically,
and leaves a hell of a
probably,
mess
like-
to clean up. Standard type.
Yeah, rigged
Not
explosives,
worth wasting
basically.
on ignorant savages like them, honestly. Just as well you came along when you did. So, tell you what I'll do. I'll share a few tips for the next time you're making a dramatic final stand.
Oh. You now do more damage and have better defense when standing still. You like, the game actually showers you with perks during DLCs, I've noticed. I think every single DLC has given you some sort of perk. Do you know why the tribals were attacking?
Not a fucking clue. It'd be easy to chalk it up to their crazy religion. But if I'm right, and I always am, there's something else going on. That's the third attack in a month, so somebody's got a grudge with me. Whether it's a man or a god, I intend to set them straight.
Okay, what do you know about the tribals?
They're brainless morons who worship some crazy spirit. Wants to know.
I mean, Desmond, you're actively being attacked by them. This is the third time this month, apparently. So, obviously you should care about them. Have you seen a woman named Nadine?
I've been around for a long goddamn time. The last time I knew a bird named Nadine, I still had skin. There was some girl who came nosing around here a few weeks back, but she ran off before I could introduce myself.
Interesting. And why would they attack the mansion?
Damned if I know. It was abandoned when I got here. There's plenty hidden away here. None of it would be useful to a bunch of crazed inbreds.
Unfortunately, like, this doesn't really give us much to go
Now
on.
hold on there.
Oh.
Not so fucking fast. You can be useful to me. I need someone willing to get their hands dirty. So here's the deal. I help you get in with those tribals, you help me get what I want, and I'll make you fucking rich. Just try not to sprain a lobe while you're thinking about it. My time is short.
I mean, we don't really have anything else to go on, so, I mean, why not? I can't watch more anime because the site I used to watch it on is down. I see. I assume you're not watching it on like Crunchyroll or like any of the, like, I don't know, more mainstream sites then. Okay, what do you want to do about the tribals?
You need to learn to pay. Those mud lovers want me dead and haven't extended the common fucking courtesy of telling me why. So, I need you to find a way into their commune and figure out what's going through their addled little heads. Be a good pup, and old Desmond will give you a treat. And of course, who knows what...
Yeah, okay. Okay, how do I infiltrate them?
Easy peasy. Right about now, they'll be wondering what happened to their hunting party.
Ah, this guy's. You really think that you just let me in like that?
These are people who think cutting a hole in their skull can expand their mind. They're not exactly scholars over there. Just head up to the cathedral and ask real nice. When you're in, you'll find the bastard in charge and find out what
Okay,
they're up to.
maybe not this guy's.
I just need information.
Oh yeah, okay. I'm kind of curious about this guy, so I'm gonna ask him about his story.
Tell you what, kid. My story's... It's long, messy, and you don't want to get too personal with it. Understand? Suffice it to say, I have business in Point Lookout. If you help, you will be repaid for your efforts. That's all you want to...
So much for making conversation. Okay, I guess we're done here, or at least with this guy. Alright, so we are again infiltrating a completely different faction. Presumably evil, but I would not be surprised at all if it turns out that Desmond is up to some weird shit. What else does this say? No idea. But I guess the game will tell us more the more we explore. And as I said, like, we literally have nothing else to go on, because these are just quests from the main game. So let's just continue on with this quest. May I pretty please steal his vocal cords and burn them so he won't talk? You didn't really like the sandpaper voice, the gnarliness of his beautiful voice. I feel like, yeah, I'm getting minus in intelligence and agility. I assume it's because some sort of medics withdrawal. Yeah. I wonder, can we like easily go back to the mainland? I don't think we can. All right, never mind. Because we don't know of any doctors in this place. Maybe there's a doctor next to the tribals. I'm not sure, but I guess we're about to find out. It sounded like gravel in a blender. I'm not gonna argue with that because it's kind of true. What I will say though is that you're probably gonna hate playing Morrowind if you ever had the desire to play that game. Because that voice actor right there, he voices every single dark elf male character in the game. Aside from, like, I don't know. Well, I guess I don't want to spoil. But yeah, basically every single dark elf male in the game. And Morrowind takes place in a nation of dark elves. Meaning that that voice is gonna be heard many times. But you do kind of get used to it, which is kind of fun. Alright, I think this is like one of the DLCs where you don't want to take fights if you can avoid it. Given that every single enemy is such a bullet sponge, I feel like we're gonna run out of ammo very quickly if we take every fight we come across. So playing it safe, I feel like, is, well, the safest. Okay, there's still mirelurks around the waters, which makes sense. Let's try to cross the river over there and make a way up there. And this creeper, like, what? Who are these guys? Punga fruit. Right, these guys reduce as rats. Interesting. Yeah, this is definitely like another character model for humans. And these are the guys we fought the second we like basically stepped onto the like the island. They are unarmored. They only use like a double-barreled shotgun. They are high or drunk on moonshine, but damn it if they're not like the most dangerous enemy we have fought in this entire game almost. There is a bit of a disconnect, I will say, between how they are armored and how they are presented versus like their action mechanics, you know, the hit points and how tough they are and how much damage they deal. Like, I mean, compared to my character, right? Like, armed to the teeth, with basically the strongest armor in the game, and basically one of the strongest guns in the games as well. Oh well. If there's anyone in the chat who has played the Point Lookout before, I'm very curious on how you will rate this DLC compared to the other ones. Assuming you have played the other ones, of course. Welcome back, Stella Cutie. We are just about to reach the cathedral where we will be introduced to the tribals. I assume, like, similar to the pit, we probably like there are probably like two endings to the DLC. One where you fight for the tribals and one where you fight for Desmond. At least that is my initial.
Who lingers at the threshold of transcendence?
Yes. I seek the wisdom of your people. May I join your tribe?
What's this? A humble traveler, seeking the guidance of our awakened minds. Truly, this is a glorious day. You are from far away, and must be strong indeed to have traveled this far. But strength is nothing without the guidance of the enlightened mind. If you seek entry, you must be prepared to expand your consciousness. You must prove yourself worthy to transcend.
Sure.
You may not be so brave when you face the ritual of the Mother Seed. Stronger souls than you have attempted it, and lost their minds. Venture west to the Great Bog, and within you shall find the Mother of all Punga Fruit. She stands taller than a man, and her vines guide our future. Collect her seeds, and kneel before her wisdom. Only then will you be ready to enter these sacred halls.
Cool. I think we're about to hallucinate. I look forward to this. But Sunday Cutie, what kind of animes do you usually like to watch? Or maybe I should just expand to just TV shows in general. Okay, these are swamp ghouls. And they are onto me. Okay, luckily for us, the ghouls seem to be not as dangerous as the rest of the enemies. There you go. Alright, so there are still some enemies we can kill in, well, maybe not one shot, but just in a few rounds, which is very, very handy. I watch a lot of different stuff. Hard to say what exact genres. That makes sense. I mean, sometimes you're you know, looking for, you know, something different from what you watched previously. I know that's the case for me, especially when it comes to video games. I very seldom like finish let's say a first-person RPG like this and feel like playing another first-person RPG like immediately after. There are of course some exceptions, but in general that is how I work. Okay, these are smugglers. I will say this. Point Lookout is making me treat the world as it probably... Wait, what's going on here? Someone is playing with dolls. Okay, that's a bit creepy. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I feel like I'm treating Point Lookout, like the swamp, a bit more like you probably should treat the wasteland, as in like I'm actively sneaking around, and like I'm very like mindful of all the enemies and other potential dangers around me, which is very nice for immersion. That isn't creepy at all. Yeah, of course not. Of course you just wander around in the forest and see 3 dolls being hung on a tree like that. Has he ever started watching Demon Slayer? Stress test. The answer is yes and no at the same time. And let me explain why. There are more of these guys. I have watched the first 2 episodes of Demon Slayer. Of the first season. Like I was, to be honest, I was a bit confused about what actually was the first season and what was the first you know, the first media whatever for Demon Slayer. Are you reading it? I'm not reading it. Dude, I'm not much of a reader these days. I'm sad to say. Well, that's not entirely true. I did play a game recently that it was essentially a book. Like the entire game was just a reading experience called The Parliament of Knives. It is set in the Vampire the Masquerade universe. It was really quite good. I'm not gonna lie. It was very different from anything else I've ever read. I do recommend it to basically everyone who's interested in Vampire the Masquerade. But back to Demon Slayer. I watched the first 2 episodes. But I must say I wasn't particularly hooked. so I didn't really feel a desire to keep watching. I feel like... I mean, okay. So you guys know about Demon Slayers, so you might know more about this than I do. But after the first 2 episodes, I was like I kind of watched a show like this like many times before, right? It's like a zero to hero kind of story. I guess the only twist is that the main character has to like take care of his demon sister, which I guess is kind of interesting. And this is not a spoiler, by the way. Like this happens like literally like in like, you know, the first, I don't know, 15 minutes of the show. This is like the premise. But yeah, like the entire premise is basically the dude is a nobody, but then he needs to get strong to, I guess, like take care of his sister. I don't know. Like, I feel like, again, this is a story I've gone through many times before. Like, I don't particularly feel a particular draw to this show. But I've only watched two episodes. It might become better later. I've heard that, for instance, that the animation is supposed to be absolutely stellar. But there you go. I'm getting the Kny and BSD manga for my B-Day. I don't know. I assume those are abbreviation for some animes or mangas that I don't know. I'm excited because I can't watch it anymore. Do you know what you're getting as a birthday gift already, Zelda Cutie? Isn't that supposed to be a surprise? But maybe you have figured it out by other means. KNY is Demon Slayer and BSD is Bungo Stray Dogs. Ah, I see. Wait, have you not? I said maybe. Okay, fair enough. I misread. But at least that is what you're hoping. But okay, is my assessment of Demon Slayer like correct or no? Like, is there a point in watching the show further, or am I just stupid? I hope I can get them. I mean, if nothing else, I guess you can always go to like, I don't know, a comic book store or whatever and buy them yourself. But I know that you're very young, so like disposable income is not something that you have just laying around in droves. At least that was the case when I was growing up, so I completely understand if that's not an option. I understand what you're saying, but I think I should tie you up and put toothpicks so you can watch. So you can close your eyes and make you watch it. Alright, but okay, stress test. Wait, tracker? What kind of guys are these? Other kinds of mutants. But okay, please, give me the sales pitch. Why should I... Why should I watch the show? You know, and no, assuming that torture is not part of your sales pitch, like what would you say? Like knowing what I already know about the show. Okay, these guys, I really shouldn't have picked a fight with these guys. I mean, I can like stun lock them. Okay, they are way faster than they look. I can stun lock them forever, essentially, using the ghost rifle. But I literally am just wasting ammo at this point. Again, I feel like the actual like mechanics of the game and the presentation of the enemies, they do not align. Like, I feel like these guys should not be as tough as this. They are basically just, I don't know, hillbillies. That's a bit mutated, of course. This kind of reminds me of like a slasher movie in terms of like the presentation. I've only watched the first 2 episodes of Demon Slayer, that is. Okay, so you're in the same boat as me then, Zelda Cutie. Because I said please. That is a good argument, I will admit. I guess I could sleep to heal. I'm batting silly stuff, but I'm telling you, the art and the story is worth it. Okay, I mean, that's fair enough. That is fair enough. Collect seeds from the giant punga plant. So the quest marker just leads me to the door. So I assume I just need to go further in. And to be honest, like what I know about... I mean, I know that Demon Slayer is a very popular show. So I'm sure that there is definitely something to get out of it. And something to enjoy. But I don't know. You still have to like get some sort of excitement, right, in order to watch something. It's such a pain in the ass, and this doesn't, you know, just go for TV shows or animes. It goes for anything. Like having to force yourself to watch something or enjoy something in order to get a payoff later on. And it applies to basically everything in life, not just, oh, this looks kind of beautiful. Not just TV shows. The Sacred Bog. Okay. Not entirely sure what to expect. Oh, there's still enemies here. Oh well. Or otherwise I really need to tie you up. I'm not sure if I still have a Netflix subscription. I think it has actually run out. And by the way, I was watching it on Netflix, so there you go. But maybe I should make sure to like watch at least one more episode. Oh well. I guess we're fighting. But Sev, it gets really good after episode 600. You are making my point for me, Locus. And hello, thank you so much for tuning in. That's like the quintessential argument for like MMOs. Like, oh, you need to put in 100 hours before it gets good. And then I'm like, but then it's not good, right? Isn't that just an admission that the thing itself actually sucks? It's kind of funny. I had a coworker recently, and we was discussing a book series that I read when I was younger, and she was like trying to get into it, and I said the very same thing. I said like, oh, it gets good after book 4, and then I realized just the ridiculousness of my argument. Like, why the hell do you need to torture yourself for 4 books before you actually get to enjoy the series? We were talking about the Wheel of Time, by the way. That book series. It's very, very long. But you agree, right? Like, having to slog through multiple episodes or multiple chapters or multiple games or like hours of grinding in order to actually enjoy something, that in of itself is an argument to not do it, right? Or am I crazy? And Velo, hello, thank you so much for tuning in. How are you today? We're talking about I guess anime, but also like in how much time you need to put into a certain piece of fiction or media before you actually enjoy it. It's not One Piece. Oh yeah, One Piece I guess is the biggest I don't know example of this. One Piece has like, what is it, over 1,000 episodes? Like it's absolutely insane. But to be honest, I've not heard that you need to watch like a lot of One Piece in order to enjoy it. It's just like, what I've heard is that there are certain arcs that might not be too good, that you need to like slog through. But like you don't need to like watch a couple of episodes before you can start to enjoy it. Anime weebs, yes, correct categorization there. According to one of my coworkers, One Piece has 0 filler episodes. And that combined with the fact that it's like over 1,000 episodes long is incredibly impressive. Filler episodes are generally detested, and I used to watch Naruto back in the day, and I absolutely was super annoyed every time like a filler came on. They are never as good as the main thing. Oh, it's full of shit. It's mostly filler. Oh well. So much for my I don't know, compliment for One Piece. I'm a proud weeb. That's good. You know, being a weeb. Oh, that guy is breakdancing. Being a weeb is not a it's not an insult. Or at least it shouldn't be treated as one. Or maybe it is. Like, what do I know? I feel like though everyone enjoys anime to a certain extent. Like not everyone like actively like watches you know, every new show that's being put out on Crunchyroll or whatever. But I feel like at the very least someone has at least watched something. It's always ILY from partners, never. And what is that short for, Zelda Cutie? And please forgive me for not reading it. But what? Now I'm getting curious. Like, what kind of like games or movies or TV shows are you currently watching / playing / enjoying? I wonder how far away I am from, I guess, pop culture these days. I have Tanjiro's swords at home, and Tanjiro, that's the main character from Demon Slayer, yeah, right? Again, I've only watched 2 episodes. I'm not a super like locked in on the names. I'm pretty sure that's the main character. The dude with like the scar on his forehead. And for anyone who's just tuning in, we are playing through the Breaking Point Lookout DLC. I meant to say, and this place is super weird. We don't have really much explanation surrounding this area, but we can see that dolls are being strung up like this, like all over the place. We are fighting all manner of mutants. I guess most notably like mutants of humans in this place. And we're actively trying to join a faction that consists basically entirely of, I don't know, like spiritual. They are described as tribals, but they seem to be all about hallucinating, I guess. That thing is short for "Would you be willing to join me for a double suicide?" It's from Bogus Stray Dogs. Again, there's a suicidal in the show. I see. Would you consider that romantic, Zelda Cutie? I would consider that to be very morbid, but I guess it's all dependent on your current I don't know, outlook on life, your current mood. And my favorite character is Mauchiro. He's cool. I love his hair. I have no idea who that is. We are so gonna need more ammo for our gun. And the Ghost Rifle is like one of the most like ammo efficient weapons in the game, given that it deals so much damage per shot. But it's not really helping us, given that the enemies are such bullet sponges. I wonder if enemies are leveled to you in this area. So if you come here at level 1, maybe you won't have to deal with as much annoyances. Maybe if watch more episodes. Yeah, you're not wrong about that. I would get more insight into who you're talking about. And hello, Excel Wizard. Wait, I'm not sure what's happening. I thought we fixed 7TV the other day, right? Because I can't see you cat jamming, at least not on my end. Maybe you guys on your end can see the emote, but I can't. And I know that I added cat jam as a 7TV emote to the channel. Okay, it works here. Okay, so it's only on my end then. Okay, got it. Yeah, I'm watching through OBS, so I guess that's a bit different. Okay. Thank you for confirming though, Hylokus. And also, Excel Wizard, of course, thank you so much for tuning in. How are you this beautiful Friday? By the way, do you have a favorite emote on Twitch? I'm not sure if I have one. I probably need to think for a bit before I could answer. It's romantic. Well, coming from a person around my age, while being around 13 to 20, and saying it teasingly or flirty, I guess. I mean, I don't think you're alone in that, Stella Cutie. Remember that's literally an ending from the Coffin of Andy and Laylee, right? Very morbid ending, and that's the first ending we got. I don't know what that says about us. And Bloper, thank you so much for ploping in. How are you this wonderful Friday? We are, as you can see, in the middle of the Point Lookout DLC, and it's really difficult. Oh well, let me rephrase that. Enemies are really bullet spongy. They're not necessarily hard to beat. Maybe I should just grab all the Mirelurk meat and just to have like an alternate source of healing items, as well as these fruit plants. Because I feel like we're gonna run out of stim packs very, very soon. And normal OBS or Streamlab OBS. Normal OBS on my end. Let me find a solution on that then. I mean, as long as you can you see the right thing, then I am good. I can use my mind palace in order to see the actual emote. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. So using food to preserve some stim packs, I feel like is a very good long-term solution here. Do you like Attack on Titan? Oh, I very much enjoy Attack on Titan. I've seen all the 4 seasons. I love the first 2 seasons a lot. I thought season 3 dropped the ball a little bit, but they brought it around in season 4 again, in my honest opinion. Yeah, I think season 4 was really nice. And for Zero, hello! Welcome! It's been a while, how are you? And welcome to our new hell at the moment, i.e. Point Lookout in Fallout 3. This place is draining every single resource my character has at its disposal. Dude, maybe I should just use stim packs and not stim packs. What's it called? Stealth boys, and just sneak past everything. I'm not sure. I feel like liking Attack on Titan is like a very, very non-controversial statement. I feel like it's a very like well-liked anime from like most people. It will be weird for you then. That it will. But I am no stranger to weirdness. I mean, I am of course the one and only Mad Seven. Like, madness is just part of my identity. Okay, it's who I am. You know, if something isn't mad in my environment, then something is going wrong. The first 2 are the best. Are the first 2 the best? Yeah, I think I would agree, actually. Even though I really liked season 4. Like, the ending, I guess, was a bit strange in season 4. But, like, overall, the season was really, really good. Yeah, I would probably agree with you, actually. Season 1, 2, probably the best. Season 3 was a bit of a letdown. Season 4 brought it around. Yeah, I would agree with that. I wish I could have watched from the start of FO3. I miss so much. Of course, F4/0, but as you might or might not know, every single episode of my streams is being uploaded to YouTube. So if you want to watch the VODs, oh, here we go. This is what we're looking for. If you want to watch VODs of previous streams, that's always available. It's not the same thing as watching live, of course, but there is that at the very least. But for Zero, I assume that means that you're a big fan of Fallout. I mean, I guess that shouldn't come as a surprise. I know that you're a big fan of Elder Scrolls, right? So it would make sense that you would enjoy the Fallout side of Bethesda as well. I know I do. I do not like Attack on Titan for many years, but then I tried it again and I loved it. Oh, what made you dislike it at Stress Test? What the actual fuck is that? Great question, Ploper. So, some context for anyone who has just been joining. We have basically just started this DLC. This is the Point Lookout DLC in Fallout 3. The first thing we note, and this is taking place on an island. You use a boat to get to this island. This island, by the way, is basically just one big swamp. As soon as we got to this place, we met a character called Desmond. And Desmond was fighting off a bunch of attacks from people calling themselves tribals. Or he called them tribals. The game treats them as tribals, okay? And after we helped Desmond defend himself, he tasked us with infiltrating the tribal faction in order to figure out what the hell their deal is. Why are they attacking Desmond in the first place? And in order to join the tribal faction, they had a trial for us. And the trials is to collect the seeds from the mother of all the Ponga plants, which is apparently is this thing. And now we're here. And now we're getting drugged up. Alright, that's the end of the game! Yeah! Okay, never mind. This kind of reminds me of Elden Ring. In the DLC in Elden Ring. Because there is a big plant that you can talk to. And it just kills you. Like, literally just kills you. Unless you... Well, you can talk to it multiple times. And then, like, after your like, 5th death or whatever, you're actually gonna get some... I wasn't there before. I'm pretty sure we're about to see some shit, y'all. All right, strap in, and hold on for dear life, cause I think things are gonna get a bit trippy. I used to watch my dad play Fallout 1 and 2 when I was a little boy, and he got me Morrowind and later FO3. Dude, that sounds so awesome. So dude, so you have like a huge amount of nostalgia then for. Well, for both Morrowind and Fallout 3. And for the record, Fallout 3 was my first Fallout game myself. Even though I prefer New Vegas more, I still have a lot of love and adoration for Fallout 3. I still think this is such a great game. But yeah, I guess I'm a big fanboy of old Bethesda, you know. Up to like, I don't know, Fallout 4 maybe. I didn't enjoy Starfield as much, and Fallout 76 isn't really my thing. And they have been taking their sweet time with Elder Scrolls 6 as well. What changed your mind? I saw most of the first season and I just lost interest. Oh, okay. Yeah, maybe you have a similar experience as Stress Test. I'm not sure. I think the anime style, not a valid reason, I know. I can't put my finger on why I was so anti-AOT for all those years. I don't think that's an invalid reason at all. I mean, I think a large part of the enjoyment of anime is the... Wait. You found a Schmalt Tech limited edition bobblehead. The inscription on the base read... Tisk tisk, or... walked right into another trap. Exactly how stupid are you? Okay, I guess we're gonna get one bobblehead for each attribute, telling us that we suck. Alright. Schmaltech limited edition. This is one situation you're not gonna be able to fight your way out of. Interesting. My brother's friend heard that I didn't like it and talked me into it, so I gave the show a chance. Wait! Has this always been here? The branches are like a violin for some reason. I wonder... Has that always been here? There's a big tower here. I'm not sure what to make of all of this, but I'm intrigued. I'm very intrigued. I have a relationship must. If I date a guy and it's not and it's not long distance. He has to allow me to do his makeup. Sorry, that was random. Usually dudes don't wear makeup, but I assume you would prefer a dude with a makeup, and there's of course nothing wrong with that. I mean, I wear nail polish, which is not, I guess, super common either. And I guess I do wear makeup semi-regularly. Every time I wrestle, I do wear some makeup. Keep it up, you're almost there. Wherever there may be, probably nowhere. Okay, that was a big saw? You really are tripping balls. You're starting to see the Half-Life 2 Citadel. Oh yeah. Yeah, we're seeing another game. Oh, Nuka. Dude, I would die so quickly in the wasteland. I just see sodas dropping from the sky, and without even being slightly concerned, I just go, oh, Nuka Quantum. But yeah, tripping balls, you said. Yeah, I think there might be something to that. And what is this? Oh, this is the agility bobblehead, I think. Oh, we're getting attacked. No? Oh, that was just a jump scare. Okay. Isn't it funny how everything you get close to ends up leaving? Okay, bobblehead. Why are you being so real right now? The stream lagged a lot, so I'm giving up right now. I might come back later. I'm sorry to hear that. We were at least able to have some discussions, but if you don't come back, let me at least wish you a great weekend, Stress Test, and thank you so much for being here. Of course, I do hope that you come back. I would prefer a guy who maybe doesn't always wear makeup, but allows me to do his makeup for fun. Okay, that's fair. And I'm pretty sure many dudes have been, you know, put in that situation before. Being a, I don't know, a breathing, living mannequin. Okay, we're upside down now. This doesn't look right at all. Oh, this doesn't look right. Not right at all. Yeah, you're not wrong about that, Bubblehead. Okay. I wonder if there's like a meaning behind these visions, or if the game is just, like, literally just throwing a random shit at us, just to be weird. Yeah, the noise is a bit weird. Sewing. Or sewing? Dude, how is it pronounced? Charisma. Blah. If my kid looked like that, I'd abandon it too. Nice. Oh! The name of the skeleton is Mom. Oh, we can't take the teddy bear. Alright, that's nice. Do we up? That's Mr. Burke! Dead mother, life in a post-nuclear wasteland and not a friend in it. Yeah, you're not exactly blessed.
No, don't try and get up yet. You'll only hurt yourself.
Okay. It was Mr. Break apparently, and we're out. Turns out the protagonist in Fallout 3 is incredibly insecure. Same. And that is how we all relate to the protagonist of this game. Okay, I'm not gonna waste my valuable bullets on these guys, so let's use the assault rifle. I had Slade today, and we're doing a group project, but the one I'm a partner with has a broken arm, so I'm doing everything on my own. I am sowing tomatoes? And by the way, Slade, for those of you who don't know, which I would presume is everyone, is like crafts, like a craft class in Sweden. You either do like work with like woodwork, or you work with textiles. It's something. At least it was that way back when I was in school. I assume it's similar now, Zelda Cutie. I worked with wood when I back in the day when I did Slade, and it was like one of two subjects I didn't get like the top graded. I remember, because I'm not good when working on my hands. Making your arm to get out of a project. Now that's dedication. Oh yes.
You are welcome to our tribe.
All right. They just know that we have had this experience.
Truly, the Mother Punga has bestowed her wisdom upon you, and your mind has been expanded.
Why, thank you. What happened to me? Why does my head hurt so much?
That is merely the sensation of your consciousness rushing to embrace its true potential. It is the feeling of having no boundaries, no limits. Yea, though your body will bear the scars of the ritual, your soul shall be forever strengthened by the experience. You are now welcome in our cathedral. Enter, enlightened sister.
Thank you, thank you. You now receive better effects from eating punga fruit. Oh, nice. Let's actually, get some information about this guy. Yes, putting all his shits on my shoulders. Maybe you can break his other arm as punishment. Arts and craft, yes. A Polish equivalent to that doesn't deal with woodworking, sadly. Would you prefer it if you were able to do woodworking? What does this tribe believe in?
We espouse the expansion of the perfect mind, and the rejection of the corrupt physical. The material world is destroyed and imperfect. We seek to release our minds from their tainted cages, so as to find a better world.
Okay, so the world has been destroyed, which is true. We're living in a wasteland, and now we're doing drugs to escape the destroyed world. Escapism. But they've turned it into a religion. Why do you attack the mansion?
Our most enlightened one divined that the fates themselves did decree the mansion must be burnt to the ground.
That is not much of an explanation. Alright. I guess we can get more explanation inside here. We can choose what we want to do, and I prefer sewing. Makes sense. If I had a choice to do it over again, I think I would do the same. But that is just solely because I suck so much when it came to woodworking. Well, wait, what's happening here? Okay, she's just hallucinating. That being said, let me show you something. 1 second. This knife I actually made myself during Slade Arts and Crafts, and this has actually been a really useful tool that I've used throughout my years. It's so good at opening boxes and letters. So it has actually kind of paid off. It's been with me for what, 15 years at this point. Holy crap, I'm old. Mevet brought the weed. Almost. I prefer woodworking over whatever shit they had me doing, mostly drawing and painting. I'm not a good artist when it comes to drawing and painting. We had a separate class for drawing and painting, Ploper. That is called build, which just translates to picture. So we had both arts and crafts were split up into arts as a one class and crafts as another, I suppose. And by the way, build or the art part was the second subject where I didn't get top grade in back in the day. Again, I'm not good at working with my hands. I'm in many ways a very stupid person. Oh, this is Nadine. Okay. Problem solved. And who are you? You're just a tribal. Alright, this is the woman we were supposed to look for, like at the very beginning of the DLC. There we go.
Looks like another newbie in the tribe.
Mission complete.
And still able to string together whole sentences. Ain't you the lucky one?
What do you mean lucky?
You still remember your name? Math? How's your memory? When I came back, there were bits in my memory where all I could recall was a white light and a jumble of voices. Crazy, huh? But you're not drooling, so you're doing okay. The rest weren't so lucky when they got their heads cut open.
Interesting. I'm very good with working with my hands. That maybe sounds weird. It only sounds weird when you put it that way. But yeah, I understand what you're saying. And I personally am the like complete opposite. Like, I say that, but I still really like painting like miniatures. Well, okay, I'm not good at painting miniatures, but it's something I enjoy doing. Heads cut open. What are you talking about?
You sure you're feeling okay in there? You might want to check your head for a scar. We all get them after going to that bog. You know, the last part of the ritual. After you pass out, they get a guy to bring you back, cut open your skull, and free
Okay, this
your
isn't
mind.
concerning at all.
As in, he rips out a bit of your brain. It's supposed to be the part that holds you back, but that doesn't always work out so good. Anyway, you look like a lively one, so welcome to the tribe. My name's Nadine.
Okay, so someone stole parts of our brain. Huh. We just had one class that was both arts and crafts. If you had a good teacher, you did more. If you had a math teacher, you just did drawings on paper over and over and over again. I see. Can I get back my brain? Alright, your mother asked me to find you.
Look, it's not that I don't want to go home or anything. I mean, I love my ma, even if she does make me want to claw my eyes out sometimes. It's just, I came out here to find a fortune, to make my mark, to be able to bring something with me when I do come back. If you see my mom again, let her know I'll be coming back eventually, just not quite yet.
Okay, and what's your plan then, Nadine? You're just getting high with your fellow friends, it seems like. Not getting rich. Can you get rid of my scar?
You're a lucky one, and it probably didn't do any permanent damage. Scar will heal
You
up
just
on
got
its
to
own, and you'll
lobotomize.
get as
that we did.
Of course, you'll still be missing a chunk of brain, but it looks like you didn't need that bit anyway.
That's...
Now, hold still, and I'll see if I can help you look like your old self again.
Oh! Oh, man! Oh, dude, I didn't know. Our character actually changed appearance. But we couldn't see it because we were always wearing the power armor. Who cut my head open?
Yeah, it's all a little fuzzy for me, but I've got a hunch. I'm gonna go do some snooping, see what I can figure out. Meet me by the riverboat in a day or so, and maybe I'll have something for you.
Cool. Who leads the tribe?
I guess you mean Jackson. He speaks the word of enlightenment at us, but he ain't fit to lead a song, much less this bunch of morons.
But why are you part of them then,
I've been meaning to
Nadine?
talk to him about this place, but he's off doing his meditation thing. Off at his magical thinking cave, I guess.
So I guess we're just
not
supposed to
allowed
find
know
someone
where
else
it
now.
is. He says we're not enlightened enough to understand. I swear that sort of stuff pisses me off so much. I thought joining would be all drugs and magic, but it's just the same crap as everywhere else. Guess that's why I trailed Jackson to his stupid mystery cave.
Doesn't sound like you're having much fun here.
I only been here a week or so, but I'm about ready to ditch this bunch of dummies. I already stole all the punga I could ever need. Hey, if you still want to know where Jackson's hiding, I can help you out. No reason for me to give a damn about this place, you know? His cave's under the cathedral, but it's hard to find. Use this key to get in through a wrecked ship down at the sea cliffs to the east.
Cool. Why do you attack the mansion?
Whoa, whoa, whoa! That was all Jackson's crazy idea. I knew better than to volunteer for that suicide mission. Last time I wandered too close to that mansion, some old...
Yeah. All right. Okay, I guess we have some information at the very least. So the voices or whatever, they tell the people to attack the mansion, and Jackson is behind it all. I guess Desmond will like send us towards Jackson eventually, but let's see what Desmond has to say first. I don't need my brain or my head or my heart. I'll give my heart to one of y'all when I die. Just kidding, just kidding. It's good that you're kidding. Why? But why wait until death? Well, I guess if you mean that in a very literal sense, then I guess you don't have a choice. I feel like these are new ammo boxes. Well, I'm not complaining. I mean, he literally got it.
You infiltrated those tribals yet?
Yes. I found out where the leader is hiding.
And you didn't go track him down and grill him for information?
Well, I'm just following my quest marker, so I don't really think for myself.
Don't waste your time checking in.
Okay. That was literally pointless. But I guess that's the only way to like progress the quest. Maybe I'm not entirely sure. All right. You know, the one thing I'm very much looking for is like a doctor or a merchant. Like maybe there's someone around there we can trade with.
At peace.
Probably not, but you can always hope, right? I mean, you can, I guess, just steal the fruit and have that as like a healing item, as in like a stim pack replacement. But maybe this is a DLC where you're not supposed to like meet merchants and stuff. And to be honest, like every single DLC we've done has been, you know, fairly short, fairly like self-contained in a small area. And you don't really meet doctors or traders. Like, that's not really part of the experience, I guess. Okay, we have a lot of ammo for our assault rifle, so if at all possible, let's use this weapon. I'm pretty sure this isn't good enough anymore for the enemies we're fighting, but again, if we can save some of our ammo for the gauss rifle, that would be awesome. Anyone want to call dibs on my heart when I die? Sorry, I'm kidding. It's all good. It's all good. I mean, of course, like kidding about death and stuff is a very like particular sense of humor. I don't mind it myself, but I understand someone who might. But I wonder what I would do with a heart, like a human heart. I feel like with a human heart, I would basically be like one of the, I don't know, raiders in Fallout. I feel like that is something like they would want. More Mirelurks. Have it on display, maybe. If you had a human heart, Selacutie, is that what you would have done? If anything, it's a good like conversation starter. Wait, is that a human heart? Yeah, great story. Let me tell you about it. Okay, again, let's avoid enemies if at all possible. If we can just sneak through everything without fighting. That would be awesome. From what I heard, if a person in Poland is about to die and consents to it, they can allow their body to get eaten. Apparently it's vegetarian too, because what do you eat consent to being eaten? Now wait a minute, I know you're a cannibal and I'm Polish. Last Christmas, I gave you my... wait, Proper, is that actually true? So if you're like really old, let's say, you can, as a Christmas gift or a birthday gift, like literally offers someone yourself as a gift. Here we have Jackson. Okay. Seems like we don't have to fight anyone here, which is very nice. Although there are lots of coffins here.
At last, yes! Desmond will die, and our long struggle will finally end the only way it could have, with me as the victor!
Yes, and you will be able to spread your knowledge across the astral plane for all those wise enough to accept it.
No, not astral knowledge, you simpleton. Psychic domination! And that still won't be possible until you destroy Desmond's jamming device!
No need to worry, Enlightened One. We shall reconsecrate the mansion and remove the impurities disrupting your perfect guidance.
Yes, fine. Go destroy the house and its impurities. Just stop that jammer and I'll be free of you morons once and for all.
Yes, we shall be free of all limitations. Thank you, Master. We shall be the instrument of your mighty will. Mind at ease.
Interesting. I guess,
Hello? You are a fellow seeker of the higher planes, perhaps? What brings you here?
I guess we now know who the mastermind of the tribals is. Either someone who's like on a Zoom call, or it's like an AI. I would be so honored to be given a real heart. And the very next day I made it stew. As far as I heard, apparently so, and I haven't checked. I guess that's not something you just check on the regular. So Mevin, would you want to eat my meat? Ploper, with an offer like that, how can I refuse? Although your phrasing of it is a bit interesting. Just wanted to meet the tribal leader.
I may be the man who leads our physical affairs, but I cannot claim true wisdom. I take my orders from a higher master.
That you do.
Whether it be how to explore higher planes, or the decision to remove the disruptive ghoul, all wisdom comes from the transcendent master.
May I meet the transcendent master?
It is very rare that others are permitted to commune with the master. Many are too foolish to understand the great truths of his higher mind. But I sense in you a great potential. Perhaps you have what is needed to accept his teachings and grow from his wisdom. He manifests here, high on a ledge in the great sea caves. Well, seek him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Has anyone heard Hot to Go by Chapel Roan? I have my own version of it. I don't think I have. Well, I know I haven't.
So you're the mouse that was scurrying around here? Not much to look at, but at least you're not drooling all over yourself. I can work with that. Now then, perhaps you can be more useful than that simpering spiritualist and his tribe of idiots.
What the hell are you?
What you are interacting with is merely a holographic projection, and a rather clumsy one at that, but it's all I can
Okay,
do.
so he is on a Zoom call. Okay.
For myself, you gaze upon one of America's greatest minds, preserved through the miracles of science. Much more elegant than shambling on as some rotting corpse for all eternity, don't you agree?
How do you come to lead this tribe?
Jackson believes me to be some kind of god. You'd think that would be good, but his interpretations of my commands leave something to be desired. Regardless, I trust you can be more effective than he has been. I need your help on an important task. There's a troublesome ghoul who lives in Calvert Mansion. I need him destroyed and his jamming device neutralized immediately.
Desmond, of course. I wonder what this jamming device is all about. I gotta go eat. Understand. I know that this conversation, Stella Cutie, is making your stomach growl. But of course, please do eat. What you got against the ghoul?
More than you could possibly imagine with your squishy pink mind. But the only pressing matter at the moment is a device in his possession. He has a jammer that limits my projection range to this pathetic cave. Remove that, and I can extend my reach so much further. Killing Desmond would be a nice plus, but I'm sure we can get around to that later.
What do you know about Desmond?
Desmond. That bag of bones and bile will pay dearly for his trespasses. Were it not for his interference, I would still have a body. Still, its absence has only honed my brilliance, so perhaps I owe him my thanks. An appreciation I'll show in the form of a quick and messy death.
I get the feeling that this guy is a bit unhinged. Okay, I guess we just report back to Desmond and see what he has to say. And there's even a shortcut to get out of here. Nice. Make the and then Laylee special. You know, I guess the craziest part of that suggestion there, Ploper, is that we know that Stella Cutie lives with their parents, right? So the Anne and Laylee special could mean, well, quite a lot of things, I suppose. Go. So I assume this is the point where you actually choose to join either Desmond or the hologram. But maybe we can get some more information about this dude.
I knew it. I knew that little bastard was behind all this. After all these years, he's stuck his head out, and this is my chance to cut it off. Figuratively speaking, of course.
You know this guy. What is going on here?
Calvert is my old rival. Centuries we've played this game. I knew he'd be stupid enough to hide so close to his family home. It's not a matter of hate. It's a matter of destiny. He is my enemy, and I do not suffer any bastard who opposes me to live. I knew he was here, and it is my intent to find him and call down a righteous fucking hammer on his head. Figurative, I mean. His head.
Uh-huh. And who is this Bane thing?
Him. I should have known.
Yeah, okay.
He was once a man, Professor Calvert. The Calverts owned half of Maryland, back when there was a Maryland to own. Members of the Calvert family were influential all over the world. They practically owned a deed to the U.S. government. In their best days, there were no less than 3 Calvert family senators, 7 members of the House, and 2 governors.
Okay.
They even had a top candidate for president, until that scandal with the dog forced them to drop out of the race. I was particularly proud.
Scandal with the dog. I wonder what that means, but okay.
Of course I fucking want you to do something else. You don't expect me to trot around this mud hole myself, do you?
Why are everyone such douchebags? Maybe you should watch your tone, old man.
Or what? You think I haven't been shot before? Think that you, over the thousands who have tried, can take me down? You'd best wise the hell up and play along. I'll get what I want, and you'll get rich, and then we can go about our separate goddamn ways.
Okay.
So, those half-wits are getting messages from the professor, right? So he's off somewhere, broadcasting to him. But without those buggers to do things for him, he can't do much for himself. So, we cut off his ability to talk to him, and he'll need to try harder. Maybe then I can find this squishy little worm and finish him off for good.
are for separate ways mentioned. It's all connected, Floper. Every game, every stream, it's all part of the grand design. Alright, so what's your plan?
If I know Professor Calvert, and I do, he's using a high-frequency cognitive sign broadcast. I have the perfect device to jam up his little talk box. All you need to do is take it to the highest point on the shore and install it. Easy, right?
I'm afraid of heights.
Well, that's just too bad, ain't it? But since you're so afraid, attach the thing to one of the cars and then spin it around to get it to the top. I'll watch from here and...
Alright, fair enough. Like, I don't really care for any of these people, I suppose. Like, both Desmond and the other guy, whatever it was called, I don't even remember. Both of them seem kind of bad, but whatever. I guess we'll do what Desmond wants. Right, up to the Ferris wheel we go. I guess at the very least we will free the tribals from the influence of a corrupt leader, so to speak. So there's that. Oh! Oh! I knew it! The Yes, I knew it. The repellent stick would come in clutch. There has been a reason why I've been carrying this stick for so long. Finally, the big payoff. 3 random ass mole rats. Yeah, the repellent stick comeback. Yes. After all this time, we get the big payoff. Moira's gonna be so happy. She's gonna be like, oh, you have found, have you found enough, I don't know, mole rats to experiment on? And I'm like, yeah, we have literally, like, eradicated the entire mole rat population. You're welcome. How the hell did we get up to the Ferris wheel? There ought to be, like, an entrance somewhere, right? Maybe not. Right. These seems to be a very weak enemy, so I guess I don't need to use the bats.
It is I, Professor Calvert. Don't bother looking around time in your mind. But aren't you Desmond's faithful little employee? Coming to gum up my work, are we? Well, I have a better idea. How about instead of playing his game, you destroy that nasty little device? Deposit it in the nearby trash compactor and we will never have to worry about it again.
Right, yeah, so this is indeed you choosing the faction.
The gratitude of Professor Calvert is worth a great deal more than that of a washed-up old limey.
Here's the thing. I am absolutely not gonna help Professor Calvert. I'm gonna help Desmond, and the reason is this. I do not want, like, an insane professor in my head being able to contact me whenever he damn well pleases. That sounds awful. So there is no doubt in my mind whatsoever that we will install the jammer.
You fool! What have you done? You will pay for this. Pay!
And what are you gonna do? You can't even tell your followers to attack us.
No one betrays me. Do you understand? You will suffer this. You help me out over here. Both pay.
Ah, now we of course addicted to Psycho. I think we could use some grenades here. Alright, are we done? I guess the answer is no. Oh, there you are. Addicted to Psycho, addicted to medics, he got high as fuck today. Mia, man. Have you been a bad boy today? Okay, dude, you know, maybe... I was getting a bit impatient there, and I was just thinking about just running past all the enemies, but now I see that the ambush is actually quite sophisticated, so, we might have to focus up here a bit. Huh. Let's see if the plasma grenade has a long enough attack range or area of effect, I guess, to kill these two. Okay, so that's good. 2 of them taken care of. Should be, yes. Ooh, we're taking a lot of damage. Okay, let's calm down. Let's also use some buff out to increase our maximum hit point. Okay, as long as I'm around this corner, I think I should be good. Yeah, we've basically done every single drug in the game. How fucking tanky are they to take more than 1 grenade under their feet? You know, I don't know what's going on with this game. If the enemies are being leveled with you, which is why they are so bullet spongy. But I will agree that for people who are supposed to be like almost lobotomized tribals. Alright, so that's the mansion gone. Yeah, for people who are supposed to be like lobotomized tribals, they are incredibly tough. It's a really like big disconnect between like the game and what is presented. Yeah, we're putting everything into medicine, I think. Yeah, because we're using so many stim packs. If Dogmeat dies, you'll be able to get a new canine companion from his litter of puppies. Oh, that's kind of cute. Just wait a bit and you'll find your new furry friend waiting outside Vault 101. That's both sad and you know, and cute at the same time. That you can always get a dog, but it's not gonna be like the original Dogmeat, of course, if Dogmeat dies. You sleep deeply no matter where you are. You get well rested benefits whenever you sleep. Don't really care about that. So what do I care about? What do I care about? Extra explosive damage could be good. You know what? I think I'm grabbing that. I am good using grenades from time to time, right? Right, so I assume Desmond is either dead or he has used his final solution or whatever he would call it the last time.
That bastard. That bastard. He killed my pups. Nearly killed me. For what? He doesn't have the body to fucking do it himself, so he tried to blow me up. Me? Well, this ends today. Desmond Lockhart will finally win out. I know where he is. He overplayed his hand this time. You and me are going to walk in there and end this.
And where is he?
The lighthouse. He's got a lab under there, the little fuck. Right under my nose the whole time. I found it when he boosted his signal to try to get through the jamming, when he sent those tribals to kill my poor pups. He's down there, hiding behind robots and machines, sucking life. Pathetic. He dies
I wonder if this is gonna be similar to... What was it called? Robert House? Or House? Yeah, let's do this.
Now that's...
Let me first just loot everything in your little bunker here. Or everything that's useful. Which isn't a lot, it seems like. Stealing your money. Okay, don't even care. Okay, now we're suffering from drug withdrawal, which isn't good. But we always have more drugs. Okay! Alright, so I guess this will be like the final confrontation, maybe? Oh wait, if we're using .44 bullets, we should be using the Paulson revolver. This is way better. It looks kind of funny to being armored up like crazy, but still just use a revolver. I will say, the story in the pit thus far, at the very least, was way more enjoyable. This story has been just very random, I guess. The game started off by finding a daughter, and that part of the story really didn't matter whatsoever. Like the daughter was totally fine. Like that didn't matter at all. And then we got involved with this like random rivalry. But maybe there's more to it. I'm not sure. I guess we can drink a bit to heal up. Right, but do you guys agree with me in helping Desmond? I mean, I think both of them are kind of trash, to be honest. So you know, you're kind of in between a rock and a hard place. But like, I feel like not having a voice of a crazy scientist in your mind, it is preferable, right? It's not, that's a fate you would want to avoid. Maybe not at all costs, but yeah, I feel like that is something I would be very, very upset about. At least we might get some good ammo from these guys. Hopefully. Yes, nice. Once a clanker, once a bitter old corpse. Oh yes. Oh.
Stop. Keep up.
Right now, the question mark is just pointing us towards Desmond, but I guess there's a way to open this door.
Damn it.
This gun is really, really good. I'm very happy that Arnie told us to pick it up. I probably should also heal up so that I'm always basically at full health. Override security lock, and we keep going.
Keep firing.
As weird as it sounds, the robot enemies are way easier to kill than the tribals. I feel like there's some like weird... Oh, medics, nice. There's some weird like level scaling going on. I think at the very least. It's hard to tell, but... That is what it feels like. But to be honest, like Bethesda games in general, I think are better in general on a lower difficulty. I'm not sure if you agree with me on that. But you know, Ooh, medics. The addict. you know, maybe I am like addicted to medics, like in real life as well. But I feel like Bethesda games is at their strongest when you're like just sneaking around, you know, getting one taps with either a hunting rifle or a gun of some kind.
Look what we
or with a bow of some kind, like in Skyrim, right? That's the reason why everyone plays a stealth archer, I think. Like that kind of gameplay is very enjoyable, and just getting one taps with some sick shots. But I guess that kind of gameplay is only enjoyable like the old stealth archer. Exactly. But I guess that, you know, you can only just enjoy that gameplay for so long before that gets dull as well. There he is. I see you. I'll say this. I never played a Bethesda RPG.
How dare you violate my inner sanctum? I demand that you exterminate Desmond at once.
No. Okay, based on what you have watched, Emploper, what do you think your preferred playstyle would be? Kill Desmond or kill the Professor? Why don't you just talk it over?
Talking is irrelevant. He must be destroyed. Assist me and your reward will be great.
What is it with you two anyways?
This is a rivalry that has lasted for centuries. You cannot possibly understand with your tiny, meaty brain. Creatures of great power must collide. It is inevitable. Destroy Desmond. Help me to end this and I will give you a reward beyond your imagination.
I don't care about this guy, to be honest. Like, I don't even care about what he can give me.
Then you...
Alright.
Attention, target. This is now a combat zone. You may suffer harm. Hostile target and including commencing if you remain in use of deadly force.
How do you actually shoot him, though? Or how do I kill him?
Attention. This is now a combat zone. You may suffer harm up to and including.
I'm sorry, ma'am, but you forced me to utilize deadly force. Please don't take this personally.
What is going on here?
I'm sorry, ma'am. I'm afraid my programming requires that I try to kill you.
I feel like something has gone wrong here. Like, all of the Protectrons here probably should go hostile. But they aren't.
Come over here, girl. Let's talk.
Do not
I think I messed up somewhere.
Hostile target.
At last, the world is rid of that sniveling.
I don't know what happened.
disgusting
Like, something
arrogant
was wrong with the
brain.
triggers there.
Think of it. Everything he learned, everything he had, it's all here, and it's all mine. Mine.
Considering I never did a stealth focus build in Cyberpunk 2077 in any of the many playthroughs I did of that game, I probably wouldn't do a stealth archer build in a Bethesda RPG. Okay. So would you consider yourself like the sword and board character, or like the, you know, wielding a big hammer, going in, just swing it around? Or do you have anything else in mind? Like, I wonder. As someone who like played Cyberpunk 2077 and didn't do stealth, I assume you played like fairly normally then, like just going from cover to cover and just shooting people. I feel like a warrior type of build would be like the kind of like the default class in Elder Scrolls as well. What's so great about this stuff?
Moron. You cannot possibly comprehend what this is worth. I've been battling with Calvert for over 200 years, and now at last I am the victor.
Congratulations,
No,
Desmond.
200 years of technology, knowledge, and research that he stole from me. Every time he beat me, it doesn't matter now.
Where's my cut?
You're free to take whatever you find in this disgusting place.
Cool.
What I came for is of no interest to you. Enjoy your spoils. I don't think our paths will ever cross again, and I think we can both thank Christ and say hallelujah for that.
You know, I agree with you on that point. Reward vault key. Let's try to figure out. that was literally the extent of the story here in this DLC. I'm not gonna lie. In terms of story, this was probably the weakest of all the DLCs. Like I don't know. I never felt like like excited at all. I guess. Microwave emitter. What the hell is this? Maybe it's just like my approach that's a bit bad. I'm not entirely sure.
It pains me to...
This is just a way out. But where can we use this key, I wonder? In Cyberpunk 2077, I either did melee or limited range. At one point I had a build where I punched people to death, and if they were out of range of my fist, then I just threw a throwing dagger at them. Interesting. I wonder how popular like a melee build in Cyberpunk is. I mean, I know that it is a viable it is a viable approach to the game, don't get me wrong. Okay, I have no idea what this place is supposed to be. Oh, this is just downstairs. Oh, never mind then. But I feel like playing with guns is the more popular option. Or maybe I'm just biased by how I played the game. I did like a semi-hacking, like stealth build, I guess, when I played it.
To say it.
Dealt me damage. Is there a dude shooting me? Asshole! Who the hell are you? This guy's AI, I feel like, was a bit different. The enemies usually aren't able to shoot you from that far away, but he was just like a random smuggler. I don't know. I mean, I guess we're done here. Like, or am I missing something? Or was this the story of the off-point lookout? I don't really have anywhere else to go, so.
Hey, just in time. Found out who went rooting around in our skulls, and you'll never guess who it was. As a totally unrelated hint, I'm in charge of his boat now.
Wait, what did you do?
I consider it payment for what he did to my poor sliced up brain. I was gonna do the same to him, but I figured you'd want the honor. Seems that when the tribals would send someone to the swamp, he'd be waiting around to nab 'em when the Pungaseeds gassed 'em. He'd do his amateur surgery for the tribals and let us wander back, all in exchange for punga fruit to trade. Sweet little deal he had going on.
Interesting. And how do I know you're telling the truth?
It sounds pretty wacko, right? Well, I wouldn't have believed me either until I snuck a peek in Tobar's engine room. From the look of it, he kept every bit of gray matter he cut out, and he had quite a collection. You can take a look if your stomach's up to it. And while you're in there, feel free to give Tobar my love, preferably with the sharp end of a hot knife.
What are you gonna do now?
First off, I'm claiming this boat. I put tow bar down, so it's mine. Them's the rules of the ocean. So that leaves me with a boat, a load of punga, and a wicked scar. Damn if I haven't earned that adventure I came out looking for. Think I'll take over running this ship. I can travel as I like and always head back to the wasteland to see Mom. Not a bad way to live, huh? Of course, you can always ride for free.
Thank you. I'm back with gayness and suicide. I'll welcome one of those things. Guess what I'm choosing? The food was amazing. That's great to hear. Hopefully that gives you more excitement about living life. Neven wants to eat my meat. Yes. The stream is lagging, but I can see a chat in this. Does even know you're young? I do. Ploper previously, I think it was Ploper that held the record for being the youngest viewer. Of the viewers that I know the ages of. Alright, so it appears that the dude who was driving the boat is the dude who's collecting brain matter.
Well, if it isn't my favorite traveler. And oh, what a trip you were on. Why, when you were under, you should have heard some of the things that came out of your mouth. But I suppose you're more interested in what came out of your head, aren't you?
Why did he do it?
Why do we do anything? You travel the world, kill people, take trophies that interest you, and move on. I'm much the same. The only difference is that my trophies are somewhat more medical in nature. Oh, and to be honest, I probably kill fewer people than you do. But I suppose it's time that came to an end, one way or another.
Didn't really have much of a choice. Do I have that title now? Yes, you do, Zelda Cutie. That you do. We wield it with pride. Yeah, we're just. And yeah, Nadine was not kidding. Here we have floating chunks of brains. This is that familiar piece of brain. How the hell can we recognize our own brain? Take it. Lump of brain added. I wonder if you can do something with it. The brain is unconscious. Dude, it would be really fun if you could like make your own robot brain with the chunk of your own brain. Okay, we're over encumbered as well. What the hell is a microwave emitter? This is some sort of gun, but it looks a bit odd. I'm gonna keep it though. Definitely gonna keep it. Let's drop this thing. And I guess we're done here. We're going back to the wasteland.
We having fun yet?
Are you gonna go home?
Now that I've got this sweet boat, I guess I could head back.
Oh yeah, you traveled by interacting with the bed, right? Yes. Alright, that was that DLC. What are you feeling? I guess my feelings about this DLC has already been known. Are these two gonna have like a reunion maybe? Yeah, it's probably the weakest I feel like of all the DLCs. I wasn't like involved in the story at all. It feel like, and the initial like plot line of finding Nadine, that was just a nothing burger altogether. And you really wasn't invested in the rivalry of the two old guys. You were just, I don't know, and they didn't like give you a reason to care either, other than help me and I will give you a great reward. I don't know. I just come back at the end. Welcome back, Evil Troy. I feel like this DLC was maybe the weakest for me, Evil Troy. I'm not entirely sure. I guess either this or Mothership Theta. But Mothership Theta at least had cool aliens. I'm not sure. Evil Toro, how do you feel about Point Lookout? I guess it, like, given that we just did the pit and the pit was really good, I guess this was a hard act to follow. I'm not entirely sure.
Well, if it isn't...
You got Nadine back, safe and sound.
Yes, thank you so much. And now that she's got this...
Oh, you
boat
never
and
played it!
carrying all this cargo, well, I can afford to actually pay you. Thank you so much.
Yeah, don't worry about it. I got paid in more fruit. Yippee. I play Anchorage, The Pit, and Broken Steel. Okay, so you not played this one and Mothership Theta. Got it. I guess the one good thing I will say about this DLC is that the area you play in is probably bigger than every other area in all the other DLCs. So if you just want like a big sandbox to like play in, I feel like this is a good DLC. But like the content in it was just like all the enemies were just bullet sponges, more so than the enemies we fought in, let's say, Mothership Theta. And the story, like, again, I wasn't like invested in the story at all, and I felt like the game didn't even give you like a reason to care. I guess you got no spoilers. Yes. Well, I guess I'm giving it kind of a harsh review. So based on my experience, I'm not sure if you want to play it yourself. I mean, if you just enjoy, you know, the core gameplay of Fallout 3, it is more content. So there is that, I suppose. And now where is Moira? There you are.
Oh, I can't.
Right. At least we can like repair and sell and stuff now that we're here. Oh, I can't afford everything. Let's sell so we can afford actually selling stuff. I don't need the hunting rifle. The infiltrator sucked. I don't need the knives. I think I still want to keep the shock sword. It's kind of cool. And I definitely want to try the microwave emitter, because I have no idea what this weapon actually do. I don't need a pulse mine. I guess I can keep the rest. Don't need any of the blood packs. Don't need any of the dirty water. I keep all the drugs. I guess I never really use mentats, so I guess I could get rid of these as well. Yeah, let's actually get rid of the mentats. The food we can get rid of. Purified water. I guess I could get rid of Radex as well. And let's get rid of all the fruit. There we go. Yes, Moira, the repellent works. She is so excited to know. Oh, here. I wonder what you can do with a lump of brain, though. There's got to be a reason for carrying around the brain. At least I hope so. I'm gonna keep the pass cards because I'm no idea if that's gonna be useful later. And I see that we're already over her money limit. Good hunting. So now we can repair the plasma gun, and we can sell the rest of our crap. But this, my friends, means that we have only one more DLC left, and I already know how to activate it, and that's gonna require a bit more, I don't know, finesse. But well, I say finesse, like it's super easy. We literally have to like beat the main story in order to access the last DLC, and luckily for us, we have progressed the main story basically towards the end. So we literally only have to do like the very last thing in the main story before the end, so to speak.
Good hunting.
And there we go. And Get to Mindset, hello, how are you? What's up? What is up, my dudes? We are playing through the last DLCs of what am I saying? Oh, Fallout. Yeah, Fallout 3. We're playing through the last DLCs. And we like literally just a couple of minutes ago, like just 5 minutes ago, we were done with Point Lookout. So now we have one more DLC left. And Get to Mindset. Have you played Fallout 3 before? First question, I suppose. Because we have one more DLC left. But in order to access the DLC, we will need to beat the main story. So, I guess, prepare yourselves for the greatness that is the main story of Fallout 3. Or the lack of greatness, if you don't like the game, I suppose. But how are you today, Get a Mindset? Alright. So what we need to do. Okay, if you remember like the base game main story, in this game or in this story, we try to fix Project Purity, right? This great project that our dad was part of, that's supposed to like purify the water of the wasteland. That facility has now been taken over by the Enclave. And the Enclave, I'm not sure exactly what the Enclave wants to use it for. Well, I know what the President wants to use it for, but I don't remember what Colonel Autumns wants to use it for. But nevertheless, they have captured that facility, which is all the way over here, I think. Somewhere around, somewhere near the Rivet City. No, it's over here. They have captured that facility. And they have a Gek, which it was like the last piece needed to activate the purifier. And now we're gonna fight to take it back using our friends, the Brotherhood of Steel. And that's basically where we're at in the main story. So glad to catch your stream. Hope everyone's having fun. Actually, I hate the storylines of Fallout 3, 4, and 76. Sorry for that. No. It's all good to get a mindset. You are very much entitled to your own opinion. I don't think I personally hate the story of these games. But to be honest, that is not probably the main draw of the Fallout games. I do think I enjoy the I enjoy the general premise of Fallout 4 quite a bit. You know, with all the synths, the androids wandering the wasteland and all of that.
So, what's the latest report? There's been another behemoth.
But yeah, like I feel like the main draw of Bethesda games in general, I feel like, is just wandering around in a very cool setting, in a cool world. But get a mindset, have you played the other Fallout games then? Fallout 1, 2, and New Vegas? I have personally played New Vegas myself. But I'm not finished, at the very least, Fallout 1 and 2. The sky is up. Not if you do a backflip. Ain't that the truth? But let's finish this. Sentinel Alliance! You have been waiting for me for quite a long time. As we've been wandering, well, not the wasteland, but areas surrounding the wasteland. But now I feel like we're back and ready to go.
Are you ready now? We can't afford to keep standing around like this.
Well, obviously you can, because you have. But yes, I am all ready.
Okay, don't be nervous. You'll have the whole Pride backing you up, not to mention this giant tin can. Just stay safe until we reach the purifier. You're no good to us if you're dead. And don't let that thing step on you.
And I very much... By the way,
Okay,
this is the
over
Pride.
it one more
This
time.
big robot.
The Pride is on me. The goal is Project Purity, but we can't get into the facility with those energy fields up. Rothschild and Lee say this robot should be able to take down the energy fields. So we're on fire support. We stay close to the thing, keep it clear, and get it to where it needs to go. Once the fields are down, we head straight for the facility. We'll use the robot to keep them occupied while we get inside and secure the control room. We need to move quickly before we lose the chance to surprise them. Get whatever supplies you don't already have, and we'll meet in the Bailey. When we're done with this, everyone can have a nice cold glass of water on me. Let's move.
All right, let's move.
Child, fire it up. Pride, move out.
We don't have to wait okay, there we go. I was thinking like we don't really have to wait until we see the big ass robots being ascended into the skies. But there we go. I have gone through Fallout 1 and 2 since childhood several times each, and periodically go through them again, but of course it's less frequent because they're not much new for me. That's very cool. So I assume those are the kinds of games that you grew up with then. Well, you said as much, so yes. My first Fallout game was Fallout 3. So Fallout 1 and 2 was a bit like before my time. I have played Fallout 1, but I've not finished it. But you know, it's a very different kind of game. And not just because it's old, right? Like it's like an isometric RPG rather than a first-person RPG. And I assume get the mindset that you prefer that you know old school style of Fallout. But the thing I really like about Fallout 1 that I have played is that the setting of Fallout has been kept kind of pure, at least in my opinion. Like even from the very start. It's very enjoyable. And it's a very cool world to just hang around in. Yeah, you got that right. I was growing up with them and their dark humor. Sounds very nice. It is a bit difficult to get into those games, like when you're like more used to modern games. Which is, I guess, part of the reason why I haven't finished Fallout 1 myself. But what I played of it, I did enjoy. My friend needed a divine therapy, but I'm finally back. Radiance, welcome back. And I'm very happy that you are able to provide some, I don't know, some reassurance, some help to your friends. Hopefully everything is good on your end, Radiance. What we're doing now is that we're finishing the main story of the game. Because we're done with Point Lookout. But get the mindset. Whilst we have you here, do you think that Fallout 1 and 2 like holds up even to this day and age? As in, like, for someone that like RPGs and like the Fallout universe, would you like recommend it despite its age, or do you need like nostalgia to properly enjoy it? I'm not sure if I understand how this weapon works, to be honest. This is, by the way, the weapon we got from Point Lookout. It is called, what is it called? The microwave emitter. I'm just trying to figure out how this weapon works. I made my brother Gen Z go through the old Fallout, and in the end he loved it. I see. I guess that answers my question then. It is worth your time. You know, the area where I stopped playing Fallout 1 was, I forgot what it was called, but you got a quest to kill like multiple what are they called? Oh shoot, I forgot the name. Is it the Dead Claws or Dread Claws? I literally forgot the name. I think it's Dead Claw. You had to kill multiple of them and to like clear out a nest, I remember. Deathclaw, there we go. And after a great deal of effort, I did manage to deal with like the brood mother or whatever of the Deathclaws in the vault. Yes, exactly. It was a really tough fight. I had to reload many times. But yeah, that's the part where I stopped. Oh, that was Fallout 2. Okay, well in that case, you were underground at the very least when you fought the Deathclaw, or at least when you fought the Deathclaw mother. So this weapon deals a lot of damage, but it is like a bit weird to use because, like, as you can see, the gun takes up like 1/4 of the screen, so you basically can't see anything, and it's a bit of a delay from when you press the fire button to when you actually fire. So I feel like this weapon is best used with VATS. I guess it's a bit ammo efficient as well. Well, I'm gonna go back to the Gauss rifle because I just prefer this way more. Is this like endgame? What the hell is happening here? Yeah. I guess this is a bit jarring to just step into Radiance. This is indeed the last fight. But like at this point in the game, we're just like incredibly strong. So there's like literally nothing to worry about. We have fought way worse enemies than this. So yeah, we're just following this robot right here, Liberty Prime, in our assault on Project Purity and the Enclave Defenders. And as you can see, this is no problem whatsoever for a character that has basically a pure endgame here. We just found a new companion. Oh yes, this is Liberty Prime. And yeah, you're gonna be surprised, but the romance with this guy is incredible. Alright, so we have followed Liberty Prime for as long as we need to. Now all we need to do is get into Project Purity. We have been here many times throughout the story. And we need to just clear out the last few Enclave members that's here. And that's gonna be the end of the game. As I said, we have like progressed the main story to basically the end. Well, that dealt literally nothing.
Concentrate your fire.
I'm dealing way less damage than I thought I would. I guess some of the soldiers are, you know, leveled up to our level as well. But luckily they do carry plasma weapons, which means that we can get more ammo. I guess sometimes you do hit the weapons of the enemies you're fighting and not the enemy themselves, which really is a bit jarring. Okay, the final area of the base game and the final boss is coming up right here, right now.
You again. I can't say I'm surprised. You and your ilk seem hell-bent on destroying everything our government has worked to achieve. There's nothing to stop me from killing you this time. Let's end this.
Give it up, Autumn. You've lost.
I beg to differ. The Enclave is at the height of its power. Once this facility is operational, the masses will flock to the Enclave for fresh water, protection, and a plan for the future.
Why are you doing this? Why give your allegiance to a machine? To be honest, he's actually not doing what the machine, i.e. the president, wants. Despite my love for old games, I must admit that even a blind person will see that these games need a remaster. Like a massive remaster, just not an HD and resolution patch. I agree with you to a certain degree, the Ghetto mindset. Because a remaster might turn those games into first-person shooter RPGs. And those experiences would probably be very fun. I'll completely agree with you on that point, Ghetto mindset. I feel like that would still kind of lose part of the charm of the old kind of games. So I would love a remaster myself, assuming they are still sticking to the core design, right, of the games. Maybe with some quality of life improvements. Sure, I'll grant you this. Like maybe like a better inventory UI, for instance. But I would like the core gameplay to remain pure. 9%, let's go!
You're in over your
We have
head.
failed every single speed
And no
check in
amount
the
of
game.
Talking is going to get you out of it. Once you're dead, we'll finish off this pathetic brotherhood and become the true saviors of the wasteland. This ends now.
Yes it will. Yes it will. Just imagine this game with Metroid Prime 4 graphics. And Metroid Prime 4, that's the latest Metroid Prime. Oh, he's going full Palpatine. Oh, he teleported back. I mean people suffering with the HUD UI and controls. Oh yes! I completely agree with you on that point. The UI could definitely get a refresher. I 100% agree. Yes, yes. But I guess the only thing is that I would not want the old games to be first-person shooters.
Whatever opposition is left outside.
Even though that would
Let's
still
get
be
this room
enjoyable.
secured.
Hello? Hello, is anyone
Dr.
there?
Lee, it's Sarah Lyons.
Dr. Lee,
I'm in the control
something's
room.
wrong with the
We're both
purifier.
here. What's going on?
Please, someone
I've been
answer.
monitoring the equipment remotely, and we have a serious problem. The facility has been damaged during the fighting. Some of it looks accidental, some of it may have been sabotage. There's pressure building up in the holding tanks. It needs to be released now, or else the whole facility could explode. To release the pressure, you're going to have to turn the purifier on. Do you understand me? It has to be turned on now. If I'm reading this right, I'm afraid there are lethal levels of radiation inside the chamber. I'm sorry. I wish there was some other way, but there's just no time. It has to be done now, or the damage will be catastrophic.
Well, so much for celebrating. One of us is going to have to go in there and turn the damn thing on. And whoever does it isn't coming back out. Not exactly how I imagined going out, you know? So, what should we do? Draw straws?
Now, here's the thing. In order to activate the last DLC in the game, Broken Steel, you need to finish the main story. But I'm very curious if you can actually play that DLC if you die here. Because if you didn't get the conversation, or hear the conversation because they were talking over each other, Dr. Lee was talking to us over the intercom saying that someone needs to go inside the purifier and activate it. But doing so is lethal, okay? So it's either us or Lions that will go in here and die, essentially. I kind of want to do it myself. Just to see if we can actually play the DLC, or if that will lock us out of it. Newer Fallout needs that evil playthrough quest lines. It's boring to be good all the time. That is true. That is true. But you can kind of be evil, right? In the newer Fallout games. I mean, we are already looking at an evil decision, I guess, like making her go in. Got some candy. Oh, bro, did really think it was a good idea to come... I missed the last part of the message there, but it was something about wearing a trench coat. Exactly. You can do the DLC if you go into the place. Oh, or is that a question, Evil Troy? Because I literally have no idea. I feel like I'm gonna try it out. Okay, let's do this for science. We'll go in. We will go in and die. And if it turns out we cannot activate the last DLC, we will just reload from this point onwards, and it make Lions go in and die instead. Because yeah, this would be really really curious.
You're going to have to be quick about it. If the radiation is bad enough, you won't have much time. I won't forget what you've done here.
Oh, it's not a question. Oh, got it. All right, so you can die or go inside. I'm very curious to see what's gonna happen now. And now we also have another choice. We can insert the modified FEV virus into the Project Purity. This is what the president wanted us to do. President ChatGPT, if you remember. What this will do is it will not purify the water, but instead it will be a poison, essentially, that makes all mutated life die. Oh, I wonder what kind of consequences this will have for the Broken Steel DLC. Oh, this is kind of curious. I didn't consider that. So yeah, like inserting the modified FEV or not doing it should probably result in two very different experiences in Broken Steel. That's kind of cool. If you guys have any desire to see either version of Broken Steel, please let me know, and I can do either or. I'm eating a small chocolate eggs from Easter and Dumle. Oh, dude, Dumle! That's Swedish candy. It's like chocolate covered in like caramel, essentially. Really good. It tastes really good. Based on your stale death counter, maybe you should rename yourself Sane Seven. That, you know, Sir Walker, that is the biggest insult you can leverage against me. I will always be the madman. But yes, maybe that just means that I've improved in my video gaming skills. Chocolate is somewhere between a salad and a toast, according to the cube rule. Oh, well, let's not uncover that piece of history again, Ploper. It will start a war. There's a huge consequence, but not for the DLC itself. Interesting, but okay, but not story-wise. All right. Okay, Evil Troy, do you have any suggestions on what we should do here, or anyone else for that matter? If I get the opportunity to choose for myself, I would prefer to not do the modified FEV. But that being said, I'm kind of curious to see both versions. So I would be fine if we do either or. What is the modified FEV virus? The modified FEV virus, what it will do is that it will turn the purifier into a poison. So instead of producing drinkable water, it will instead be a poison for mutated life in the wasteland, meaning that every mutant of any kind will die. All right, but you highly suggest to do nothing. Okay, that's what I will do then. Chocolate and caramel. It sounds very diabetes, but I would 100% eat that. Oh yeah, not good for your teeth at all. Let's just put it that way. But it's delicious. Okay. Have you checked your knees? I have checked my knees. They are old and broken. Alright, you leave the panel alone. Oh, I actually forgot the code. Oh shoot, I forgot the code! Wait, does anyone remember the code? It's supposed to be the passage. The biblical passage that our mother really liked. 69. Oh, 217, thank you. Oh, 216. There we go. I'm Alpha and Omega, yes, exactly. You ate my niece? Maybe that's why my knees hurt so much in my old age. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so apparently, even though we're supposed to, like, by the way, if you're playing the base game without Broken Steel installed, this is the end of the game. Like, you literally cannot play more. Which is why we're getting the epilogue
that
here.
the lone wanderer ventured forth from Vault 101, intent on discovering the fate of a father who had once sacrificed the future of humanity for that of his only child. The capital wasteland proved a cruel, inhospitable place, and the lone wanderer ultimately surrendered to the vices that had claimed so many others. Selfishness, greed, cruelty. These were the values that guided a lost soul through countless trials and triumphs. But it was not until the end of this long road that the lone wanderer learned the true meaning of that greatest of virtues, sacrifice. Stepping into the irradiated control chamber of Project Purity, the child followed the example of the father, sacrificing life itself for the greater good of mankind.
We saw a scene with everyone
Thankfully,
dead.
when selected by the sinister president to be his instrument of annihilation, the Wanderer refused. Humanity, with all its flaws, was deemed worthy of preservation. The waters of life flowed at last, free and pure for any and all. The capital wasteland, at long last, was saved. So ends the story of the Lone Wanderer, who stepped through the great door of Vault 101 and into the annals of legend. But the tale of humanity will never come to a close, for the struggle of survival is a war without end. And war never changes.
I will say, every time I hear that... Oh, we're still not done, sorry. Two weeks later.
We have a location isn't going to help at all. We have a mean comatose.
After all this, to be left in a state like that?
Hey.
Careful now, careful. Don't move too quickly. Everything's fine, you're safe. You're in the Citadel. I was starting to think you might never wake up, despite assurances to the contrary. I've been coming down here every day to see both you and my daughter. It's good that at least one of you has recovered.
Wait, so Sarah Lyons died even though Or got hurt, even though I was the one who stepped into the purifier? Apparently I ate my own knees, cause they too hurt. That is wait, cannibalism, is that a thing? And narration is too dramatic though. It should be something like more fun way of telling you the things, like, hey, look at what you've done, mate. If I remember correctly, in Fallout New Vegas, it's a bit more specific, right? Like, you did this thing with the Brotherhood of Steel, you did this thing with the Great Khans, you did this thing with the NCR, etc., etc. I'm not sure. I might be misremembering. But when it comes to the narration being dramatic, I actually like it. I really do. Because that line, that it's in part of every Fallout game, war never changes. Like, that literally, like, sends a chill down my spine. Because, like, that line is so iconic at this point. And if and when Fallout 5 comes out and I hear that line, oh, dude, I'm gonna feel warm. My body's gonna feel warm, okay? I would eat anyone's knees, freeze of charge. That is like the weirdest. It's not a kink. It's what? I don't know. Temptation. Tempting food to eat, I guess. I guess I can't really describe it properly. All right, but okay. What happened? How did I get here?
Please, relax. Everything is fine. You were brought back to the Citadel after some sort of energy spike in the purifier. You and Sarah were both knocked unconscious. Quite a bit has happened since then.
Wait, did the purifier work?
Indeed it did.
Okay, good. Nice,
The tidal basin is full of fresh, clean water now. We've been working to see that it's distributed to as many people as possible across the wasteland. In fact, I'm hopeful that soon we won't be referring to the wasteland any longer. None of this would have been possible without the efforts of both you and your father. I doubt we shall ever be able to truly repay you.
Let me understand, David. You tricked me saying there was a boss, but there wasn't. Oh, there was a boss. But the boss itself is very underwhelming. The dude with a laser pistol and a trench coat. That is literally the last boss of the game. And yes, it is that. I don't know, that awful. Self-cannibalism is a thing. However, you lose energy. You can chop off your leg, eat it. However, the blood loss will make you lose energy, and eating itself also takes up energy. Also, your body eats itself when starving. I'm happy. I'm sure. I'm not sure if I'm happy that you know that, Ploper, but thank you for the information. I was seeing in YouTube how Ron Perlman, VA for the narrator, War Never Changes, says like they give a few dollars and a standard for this job. Oh, I saw a similar clip like that myself. Ghetto mindset, like in the first like Fallout game, like it wasn't really like a big project at all, and he did the voice for it or something, and he himself like didn't really care about you know the job itself, but then you know Fallout as a franchise like took off, and the original narrator was taken back in or something, and yes, he was paid with a sandwich. The first fat reserves, then the muscle or something. One by one, everything goes until you cannot keep living. That's how you die of starvation. Alright. I mean, that is also cutting, by the way. When you try to get lean, that is, you know, tactical starvation. Like, literally. That wasn't a boss. You literally 3-shot him. Yeah, I know, Radiance. I will say this. I love Fallout as a game. But I will never defend it on the basis on that the combat is good. If you want to play a game with good combat, I mean, I guess Fallout is fine, but you don't really play this game for the shooting aspects. If you put the FEV in there, the new bottle of water has a massive debuff. If I remember correctly, if you drink it, there's a small chance you instantly die. Ooh, that doesn't sound nice at all. Yeah. He doesn't even know that this line became legendary, which is kind of wild because the line goes so hard, like every time you hear it. How long was out? Technically, we know 2 weeks. Did we win?
Yes, we most certainly did. After securing the Purifier, our forces were sent to deal with the Enclave in full. The Pride and Liberty Prime made short work of their base of operations and have since been cleaning up pockets of resistance.
Okay, so there's no more enemies, is that it? What happens now?
Well, that's really up to you, isn't it? The Brotherhood has a clear plan of action. The remnants of the Enclave must be swept away. The Pride has been working to this end ever since we took the Purifier back. The only remaining question is whether...
Yeah, sure.
Indeed. We can use every able body available to us. To that end, I'm going to circumvent our standard recruitment procedures and declare you a Knight of the Brotherhood of Steel.
Yay!
Before you do anything else, please speak with Scribe. He can brief you on the details of the last few weeks, as well as where our efforts are
focused. Okay, so the enemy in this DLC will still be the Enclave.
I understand that you've been through quite an ordeal. But the sooner you can talk to him, the sooner we can put an end to all this.
I guess what's going on with the Purifier?
The Brotherhood has taken over control of the Purifier and is managing distribution of the water to the people of the Wasteland. If you travel there, speak with Scribe Bigsley. He's heading up the on-site operation.
Ah, interesting. I wonder if you can like get a unique quest from the Purifier now. And Sarah was unconscious. I don't really care about that. Right, I guess we're done here.
Please be careful.
And yet another level up. Again, as always, we put everything into medicine. And in terms of perks, let's just get more demolition damage. Oh, we can't actually. Oh, that sucks. Or explosive damage, I meant. Maybe sniper. I do use VATS quite a lot. In Fallout is war never changes. In Metal Gear Solid 4 is war has changed. I smell a beef between the franchises. In Metal Gear in general, war. But Ron Perlman was in Fallout TV show season 2 as a cameo. Oh, he was? I haven't seen the entirety of this is Sentinel Alliance. Haha, you're sleeping. I haven't seen the entirety of season 2, so maybe I've missed that part. Aqua Pura. So this is yeah, it's just water you can drink now. It's just good old purified water.
Glorious day in this man's army.
Cool. Alright, but listen. Listen. I have some bad news, okay? Unfortunately, I'm gonna end stream right here, right now. Aqua Pura. I don't know if it's Italian, but it sounds like that. No, Sivad, go to hell. You wouldn't. I would. Unfortunately, I would. But listen. Listen. There's always light. Always light at the end of the tunnel. Blow Pew, keep streaming. We will be back with the last DLC of Fallout 3, i.e. Broken Steel. Not tomorrow. It's a weekend, damn it. Yeah. We will be back, not tomorrow, but also not Monday, I'm afraid. I'm not gonna be able to stream on Monday. And I might not be able to stream on Tuesday either. It's a bit up in the air at the moment. So unfortunately, it's gonna be quite a while until the next stream. But it will either be on Tuesday or Wednesday next week. Starting at 6 PM Central European Summertime. And yes, I'm very sorry that it's gonna be such a long time until the next stream. My calendar is a bit soft at the moment. I'm sorry about that. And your divinity will leave you humans alone in the darkness with a light. Farewell, Radiance. Thank you so much for being here. W stream, W chatting, and W democracy. Thank you so much. Don't kill yourself. That's my job. I won't kill myself, and don't kill yourself either, Zelda Cutie. But with all that being said, we will be back either on Tuesday or Wednesday. I guess I'll let you know in Discord, or I guess you will notice if I go live or not. And if you want to be notified when we go live, drop a follow. And again, Tuesday or Wednesday, I don't know which day, 6 PM Central European Summertime. And we will start, maybe even finish the last DLC. I have no idea how long this is. Every single DLC we have played thus far has been kind of short, so it will probably be quite short as well. I love your stream. Thank you guys for the company. I'm always glad to get back to you. And Get a Mindset, thank you so much for being here as well. It's been awesome having you here. Did you say Monday or Wednesday? Either Tuesday or Wednesday. Tuesday or Wednesday will be the next stream. And with all that being said, thank you all so much for being here. Wherever you are in the world, I hope that you're having a good time. I'm sad. Okay, you're not having a good time because you're sad, but I'm sorry about that, Radiance. But I hope that that you're enjoying our time together here in the streams. And I hope that you have a great weekend planned for you. And I hope you're gonna have a great time between now and the next stream. And hopefully, we'll be able to, again, together, play some video games, stream some streams, and just have a good time. Creating new memories, creating new friendships. But until then, I have been Matt Sevid. And save it out.